In this video we're going to look at how to use the log viewer page in the Shibboleth dashboard. Everything that is logged will be available in this page, such as self-heal logs and granular access rule engine logs, and much more as we add new features to the dashboard. Currently, however, in this version only the granular access rules are in this log viewer. This page provides you an easy to use interface to browse and search the logs. At the top right of the page is the date selector. We can easily choose a date by clicking on the date selector. This allows us to set the date range to view the logs in order to help us filter down any results that we may be looking for. By default, when you first load the page, data from this year is shown. We also have presets for today, yesterday, the last 7 days, last 30 days, this month which will show data up till today, last month, this year which will show data from the beginning of the year until today, and last year. Finally, we also have the ability to set a custom date range so you can choose what date range you would like to view the data over. For this example, I will set it to this year. We can easily increase or decrease the amount of entries shown in the table per page by clicking on the drop-down list. We also have a search function which looks over all of the data in the cells. What this means is within this one search box I can either look for a user ID, user groups or entity ID or anything along these lines, and it will filter the results for me. As you can see, as I type in support, we can see it highlights the user groups column and filters the results for me. Another example of using the search box could be I want to look for any denied rules. I can do that simply by typing in denied into the search filter. I can also easily list any of the columns ascending or descending by clicking on the column header. For example, if I wanted to see the oldest logs, I can just click the date and time column header to change it from ascending or descending. The table currently shows the following data: the date and time of the log entry, the entity ID that the granular access rule applies to, the rule name if a rule was found, the user ID that the rule ID was applied for, the groups that the user is part of, the node that the log is from, and this is particularly useful for those that have a load balance IDP setup, and finally the outcome of the rule if the user is allowed or denied access. You can use this data to track down issues that users may be having accessing resources, or to check that the rules are working that you've set up. And then finally at the bottom of the table we have the amount of entries in the log and the ability to move through the pages of the logs either by clicking on the numbers or by pressing the next or previous. You can also go to the end of the dataset or the beginning just by clicking first and last.